You know those corners in your home that never seem to catch a single ray of sunlight? Yeah, the ones where every plant you've ever owned has given up on life. Well, it's time to change that. Today, we're diving into 15 stunning low-light houseplants that actually thrive in the shade, no sunny windows required. These beauties don't just survive in dim rooms, they shine there. From moody greens to glossy leaves that practically glow, they'll bring life to those forgotten spaces. So whether your apartment feels more cozy cave than sunroom, don't worry. These plants have your back. Grab a drink, get comfy, and let's bring some lush green magic into the shadows. First up, we've got the African violet. The little burst of color that proves low light doesn't mean low beauty. This plant has been a house favorite for decades, and for good reason. It thrives in indirect light and even does well under fluorescent bulbs, which is why you'll find it brightening up offices and shady corners all over the country. The fuzzy leaves and velvety purple blooms give it that classic charm, but here's the kicker. It can bloom several times a year if it's happy. Just keep the soil slightly moist and water from the bottom so you don't spot those delicate leaves. It loves room temps around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so basically, if you're comfy, it's comfy too. Plus, NASA once listed it among plants that improve indoor air quality, so it's not just pretty, it's practical. The African violet is proof that even in low light, a little care and the right vibe can keep things blooming beautifully. Next up, the peace lily, the ultimate low-light legend that somehow manages to look classy no matter where you put it. This plant is a total overachiever when it comes to surviving the shade. It doesn't just tolerate low light, it actually prefers it. Those sleek dark green leaves and elegant white blooms make it feel like a little piece of a spa right in your living room. And here's a fun fact. Peace lilies are one of the top plants on NASA's clean air study list, known for removing toxins like benzene, formaldehyde, and carbon monoxide from the air. They also have this built-in alert system. When they're thirsty, the leaves droop, and after a quick drink, they perk right back up like nothing happened. Keep it in a warm, humid spot and water once a week, and you'll have a plant that not only thrives in the shade, but makes your space feel calmer and fresher every single day. Now let's talk about the moth orchid. The plant that proves elegance doesn't need sunshine. This beauty, also known as Phalaenopsis, is one of the easiest orchids to grow indoors, especially in low light. In the wild, it naturally grows under tree canopies, which means it's perfectly happy living in your softly lit bedroom or office. Those wide glossy leaves store moisture, so it doesn't need constant watering. About once every 7 to 10 days is enough. When it blooms, those delicate flowers can last up to 3 months. Adding instant sophistication without any high-maintenance fuss. It loves temperatures between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit and a bit of humidity. Think of it as a plant that thrives in comfortable human weather. Plus, studies show orchids can help improve mood and reduce stress just by being around them. The moth orchid isn't just a plant, it's living art that thrives quietly in the shade. Coming in next is rosemary. Yes, the same fragrant herb you toss on roasted potatoes, but it's also a surprisingly resilient houseplant when treated right. While it's usually a sun lover outdoors, rosemary can adapt to bright, indirect indoor light, or even low-light spots if you rotate it occasionally. This plant doesn't just look pretty, it smells incredible, giving your room that fresh, earthy scent that beats any air freshener. It's packed with antioxidants and has been shown in studies to improve memory and focus, which is why it's a favorite for desks and home offices. Keep the soil on the dry side and make sure the pot drains well. Rosemary hates soggy roots. And here's the bonus. You can snip sprigs right from your indoor plant for cooking, teas, or even natural cleaning sprays. It's practical, aromatic, and stylish. The perfect mix of beauty and function for any low-light space that needs a little life. Next up, we've got the gorgeous Tradescantia, also known as the wandering Jew or inch plant. A total showstopper when it comes to color and adaptability. This plant is the kind of easygoing roommate every plant lover dreams of. It thrives in medium to low light, and its striking purple, green, and silver-striped leaves practically glow even in dim corners. Native to Central and South America, it's used to growing under forest canopies, which explains why it does so well indoors, away from harsh sunlight. Keep the soil slightly moist but not soggy, and it'll reward you with fast, trailing growth that looks stunning on shelves or hanging planters. And here's a cool fact. Studies have shown Tradescantia can help absorb indoor air pollutants, making your space cleaner and fresher. It's low maintenance, vibrant, and forgiving, which makes it one of those rare plants that looks high maintenance but totally isn't. Next on the list is the watermelon Peperomia, the plant that looks like it was designed by a perfectionist. Its leaves have that silvery green striped pattern that looks exactly like a watermelon rind, and honestly, it's one of the most photogenic houseplants you can own. The best part? It thrives in low to medium light, making it perfect for apartments or rooms with just a hint of sunshine. Native to South America's forest floor, it's built for shady spots where light filters softly through the trees. It doesn't like to be overwatered. Just let the soil dry out a bit between drinks, and it's super compact, so it fits perfectly on desks, shelves, or even bathroom counters. And here's something fun. It's part of the same family as black pepper, which feels oddly appropriate for such a zesty-looking little plant. The watermelon Peperomia brings personality, color, and charm, all without needing the spotlight. Up next is the Polka Dot Plant, the little drama queen of the low-light world, and honestly, we love her for it. With her pink, red, or white speckled leaves, she brings instant fun and personality to any dull corner. Native to Madagascar, this plant naturally grows under taller foliage, which means it's totally comfortable hanging out in partial shade or indirect light. It might lose a bit of color if it's too dark, but a few hours of soft light will keep those vibrant spots glowing. The polka dot plant likes slightly moist soil. Think damp, not soggy, and regular pruning keeps it bushy and full instead of leggy. What's cool is that NASA research has hinted that plants like this help purify indoor air, so it's more than just a pretty face. It's quirky, colorful, and a perfect pick-me-up for any space that needs a little pop of personality, without needing a sunny window. Next, we've got the classic English ivy, the timeless green that can turn any ordinary wall or shelf into a lush, cottagecore masterpiece. This plant is practically born to thrive in low light, since it's used to creeping along forest floors and shaded walls in its natural habitat. It's not fussy, just give it cool temps, moderate watering, and a spot with filtered light, and it'll start trailing like it owns the place. English ivy is more than just good looks though. It's one of the top performers on NASA's list of air-purifying plants, proven to remove toxins like mold spores and formaldehyde from indoor air. You can grow it in hanging baskets, let it climb, or train it around a trellis for that old English charm. It's tough, adaptable, and adds that effortless greenery vibe that makes any space feel cozier and more alive, even the dimly lit ones. Now let's talk about the prayer plant, the one that actually moves with the light, almost like it's got a personality of its own. Named for the way its leaves fold up at night, like hands in prayer, this plant brings a little bit of magic into your low-light spaces. Native to Brazil's rainforests, it's naturally built for shade, thriving in indirect or diffused light, where many others would sulk. Its leaves are stunning, deep green with bold red veins that make it look hand-painted. Keep the soil lightly moist and mist it once in a while, because it loves humidity and warmth, just like its tropical home. What's fascinating is how it follows the sun during the day and then folds up at night. It's like watching nature breathe. The prayer plant isn't just a decorative piece, it's a living rhythm, turning any quiet corner into something soothing and alive. Next up is Kalanchoe, the cheerful little succulent that doesn't mind living in the shadows. This plant is a total champ for low-light homes, storing water in its thick, glossy leaves, so it barely needs any attention. It's native to Madagascar, where it grows under partial shade, which makes it perfectly suited for spots with filtered light or even indirect sunlight indoors. What makes Kalanchoe a standout is its long-lasting clusters of flowers that can bloom for weeks, sometimes months, in bright reds, pinks, yellows, or oranges. It's drought-tolerant, air-purifying, and doesn't need much watering. Every 2 to 3 weeks usually does the trick. Plus, NASA found that succulents like Kalanchoe help boost humidity and absorb CO2 at night, which makes them perfect for bedrooms. It's the kind of plant that looks like it takes effort but quietly thrives even when you forget about it for a while. A true low-light legend with a pop of color. Now we're talking about the cast iron plant, the ultimate definition of low-maintenance living. This plant earned its name for a reason. It's practically indestructible. Native to the shady forests of Japan and Taiwan, it thrives where most plants throw in the towel. Low light, irregular watering, and even temperature changes. Its deep green glossy leaves give off a calm, timeless vibe that fits perfectly in offices, hallways, or living rooms that barely see the sun. You can forget to water it for a week or two, and it'll just keep doing its thing. The cast iron plant has even been shown to help filter toxins from indoor air, making your home healthier while asking for almost nothing in return. It prefers slightly moist soil, but forgives you if you miss a watering, and it's totally safe for pets too. If there were a hall of fame for low-light plants, this one would be front and center. Tough, elegant, and effortlessly chill. Next up is the umbrella plant, the tall, elegant showpiece that instantly gives a space structure and style without demanding a spotlight. Also known as Schefflera arboricola, this plant gets its name from those glossy, finger-like leaves that fan out like little green umbrellas. It's native to Taiwan and thrives in filtered or indirect light, making it perfect for corners that get a soft glow rather than direct sun. What makes it a favorite among plant lovers is how forgiving it is. It can handle low light, a bit of neglect, and even some overwatering without losing its charm. The umbrella plant also works quietly in the background to purify your air, reducing indoor toxins and improving overall air quality. It grows steadily, not wildly, so it's easy to manage even in smaller spaces. Give it a weekly drink, wipe down its leaves once in a while, and it'll reward you with that lush tropical vibe that makes any room feel fresh and alive, even the shadier ones. Now let's talk about the Areca Palm, the tropical beauty that brings vacation vibes right into your living room. Known for its feathery, arching fronds, this plant instantly transforms dull corners into lush, breezy spaces. Despite its exotic look, it's surprisingly chill about lighting. It thrives in bright, indirect light, but can handle lower light areas as long as it's not left in total darkness. Native to Madagascar, the Areca Palm is a natural air purifier, ranked among the top plants in NASA's clean air study for removing indoor pollutants like xylene and toluene. It also releases a good amount of moisture into the air, which helps balance indoor humidity, especially during dry seasons. Keep the soil lightly moist, avoid overwatering, and give it a little misting every now and then to keep those leaves fresh. Fun fact: mature Areca palms can live up to a decade indoors, growing steadily and gracefully. It's like having a slice of the tropics that doesn't mind the shade, and makes your home feel instantly calmer. Next on the list is the rubber plant, bold, glossy, and practically made to make a statement in low-light rooms. With its thick, deep green leaves that almost look polished, this plant brings instant sophistication, without needing a sunbeam to survive. Native to Southeast Asia, it naturally grows under taller trees, so it's perfectly at home in filtered light or partial shade. The rubber plant is also one of the best natural air purifiers. NASA found it helps remove toxins like formaldehyde, making your indoor air cleaner and healthier. It's low fuss too. Water it only when the top inch of soil dries out and it'll stay happy. Bonus tip: wiping its leaves with a damp cloth every few weeks keeps them shiny and helps with air filtration. Over time, it can grow into a beautiful indoor tree, giving your space that lush tropical feel. The rubber plant is basically the houseplant version of quiet luxury, elegant, durable, and effortlessly cool, even in the shadows. Rounding out the list is the Parlor Palm, the all-time favorite for bringing a touch of old-school charm to any space. This plant has been adored since the Victorian era, and for good reason. It's one of the few palms that actually thrives in low light. Native to the rainforests of Mexico and Guatemala, it's used to growing under dense canopies, which makes your living room's soft lighting feel like home. The Parlor Palm's slender arching fronds give it a graceful, airy look that fits perfectly in corners, offices, or cozy reading nooks. It's incredibly forgiving. You can water it every 1 to 2 weeks and it'll stay lush, as long as the soil doesn't stay soggy. NASA's research even lists it among the top indoor plants for air purification, helping reduce pollutants and improve indoor humidity. It's non-toxic to pets, easy to care for, and quietly elegant. A low-light champion that proves even in the shade, you can grow a little bit of paradise. And there you have it. 15 stunning houseplants that don't need bright sunlight to thrive. Whether your space is softly lit or completely shaded, there's a plant here that can bring it to life. The best part: every one of these green gems asks for minimal effort and gives back endless beauty, cleaner air, and that calm, natural vibe we all crave. So go ahead, pick a few favorites, fill those dim corners, and let your home breathe a little greener. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more plant-loving tips, and share your favorite low-light plant down in the comments. I'd love to know which one's growing in your cozy corner.